store saying, why? This ain't the first time I've done this. This is what I get. Not the first time I killed somebody.
Is that what he said to you?
Yes.
He said that to you?
Yes.
This is Willie Mae Thornton. Willie has been arrested and brought in for interrogation after a grocery store robbery took place in Pensacola, Florida. On the afternoon of September 13th, 2014, the T&M Food Mart was robbed by two people, and the store owner was shot and killed during the robbery. What led police to Willie was a single glove left behind at the crime scene that contained her DNA. Willie already had multiple warrants from other counties, so she was arrested and brought in for interrogation.
All right, before we get started, I'm just going to go over the rights waiver. You are right now under arrest for your warrants that you have active with our agency. So we have to read this before we start talking about anything, okay? All right, and you know what we're talking about today, what we're here for today? You know?
Somewhat.
Okay, what do you think we're here for?
I'm Sergeant Barnes, by the way. This is Investigator Word if we hadn't introduced ourselves.
We did, but I don't know. She was breathing right, so she might not have taken it in. The homicide that occurred over there on Michigan? Okay, that's what we're here for. But we just want you to go through, you know, what you did, if you can recall what you did that day, on that Saturday, the 13th, when that homicide occurred. From the time you woke up, the time you were home for the night.
Took him to work. I stopped at the Circle K like I do.
Which one, sir?
Down the street.
On Michigan? Okay.
So I stayed at Circle K for a little while, scratching my lottery tickets.
Okay.
Went back home. I was at home, which is the nephew that was there when y'all was there. They vouched for me being at home. Went to the store, got me some bill, got me some old tickets.
Which store?
That's the store. That's T&M store.
T&M?
That store. Yeah. And I go there like two, three times a day, get my tickets and my bill.
T&M beer and cigarettes.
Okay. No, beer and tickets.
Tickets. Okay.
Went to the grocery store.
And which one?
Grocery Advantage.
Which?
Off Lillian. I think this is.
It used to be the food world?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one.
Okay.
Right there.
Okay.
That one. Took my groceries home. I was at home. I had to go pick him up. I think I went to the Family Dollar before I picked him up.
Okay.
Picked him up and back at home.
Okay.
Willie admits to going to the T&M 3 different times the day the robbery took place. This could explain why a glove was found with her DNA on it, but the detectives will wait to bring this up. For now, they know that 2 people robbed the store, and they have reason to believe that her son was involved.
Were you with anybody any of those times? Those 3 times you went to the store up there? Who were you with?
The first time I went to the store, I was by myself. The second time I was by myself. The third time I went to the store, my son was with me because he went to the grocery store with me.
Which son?
That would be Dontonio.
Okay. And do you recall what time that was?
I can't say the time exactly.
What'd you buy when you went that time?
That time when I went to go in, I was trying to get me some more tickets. But the card, I took the food stamp card instead of the ATM card. So I didn't get the tickets.
Okay. So you
That's
didn't
the
get
last.
it?
I didn't get. I had to. You know, he gave me the ticket, but I never did leave with the ticket because I didn't have the right card.
Okay.
So I was coming back for the ticket, but I never made it back to the store after I left the grocery store.
Okay. When you and Dontonio went into the store, what did you buy anything at all?
He bought something. I don't forgot what he bought.
Okay.
I left him in the store. I went back out to the car because I was looking for the card.
So he bought something, but you don't know what it was, and you didn't get anything. You tried the card and it declined.
No, I never used the card because I had the food stamp card. I had the wrong card.
Wrong card. Okay. Is that your food stamp card?
My son.
Your son, Dontonio?
Melvin. I didn't have Dontonio food stamp. I had Melvin's food stamp card.
All right. What about the first time you went? Is that when you bought the beer and tickets, or was it the second time?
That's when I bought my ticket. The first time I bought beer and tickets.
What about the second time?
I bought some more tickets. I cashed them in and bought some more tickets.
Do you remember the charge, how much it was?
No, I don't.
On either one of them?
The first time it was 10 because I used the card the first time I was in the store.
So it was 10 even?
It was $10. I used $10 off the card the first time I was in the store. I did use the card. The first card I was in the store, when I first in the store, I used the card.
Okay. And the second time was tickets, but you don't know the amount?
They don't know. I cashed them in. I didn't know the amount.
Okay.
What kind of tickets?
It's scratch outs. I can't say what kind because I played all different kinds.
Okay.
Willie has a strong addiction to gambling. She spends most of her money on scratch tickets and lottery tickets. Just before the robbery took place, Willie had lost all of her money at a local casino. What the detectives must do now is put Willie at the store at the time the robbery took place. To do this, they need to find out what type of payments were used, and then compare them with the receipts from the store.
Okay. How'd you meet up with Dontonio before you went to the third time to the store?
I picked him up to go to the grocery store.
Okay, so in between the time you went to the Circle K, the 3 T&Ms, there was a time you went over to pick him up?
Mm-hmm.
Where was that at that you picked him up?
It's off of Pine Forest at his girlfriend's mama house. I don't know the address, I just know how to get there.
Okay. And what did you drive to pick him up?
The truck.
Which
truck? The green truck.
The green truck?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And what were you picking him up for? Was it just
to go to the grocery store?
To go to the grocery
Yeah.
store?
To go to the grocery store.
Did you need him help you
No,
or
I
what?
Food stamps.
So you were using his food
Yes,
stamps?
I was using his card and my other son's card.
So you're using both their cards?
Yeah.
Okay. Was he just going to give you food stamps or were you?
Yeah, I get food stamps from all my children every month. They come over every Sunday to eat dinner, so they always give me food stamps.
And they don't expect anything in return?
No.
No cash or nothing?
I don't do none of that.
They're just
my
good
children.
sons.
That's it.
Was it his
It's
card
my
that
children.
you used for food stamps?
It's his girlfriend card.
It was his girlfriend's?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And you didn't pay him nothing?
Mm-mm.
Okay. And how much did you spend in food stamps?
I didn't end up using his card. I ended up using $50 off my son's card. The total came to $3 But when he swiped the card, he realized he didn't have the right card.
Okay. So it came up to $300 and something?
Mm-hmm.
And you used Melvin's
I used
card.
$50 off of Melvin card, and Dontonio paid for the rest of it.
Okay, so Dontonio like $250 for the rest of it? Okay. What made y'all go to you and Dontonio go to the T&M if you guys were planning on going just to get some groceries? What was
We haven't went to the grocery store yet. I want to, like I say, about the tickets.
You want to get more tickets?
The tickets. That's what I said.
Are you addicted?
I'm somewhat of. I
Addicted
love to
to
play.
getting those tickets?
I love playing them, so
Yeah.
I go to all stores and play them.
Yeah. How much do you think you spend in a week
I
on those
don't. I
tickets?
can't. That's something I
Is it something you don't? What if I sat here and wrote down how much I think you spend in a week just by what you give me already?
It'd probably be a whole lot.
A lot. How do you make money? Do you get income at all right
My
now?
boyfriend.
Does he give you money?
Mm-hmm.
What does he give you?
I'm in control of all of it.
Yeah? Yeah, you got it like that? I guess so, huh? He's a working man, too.
Mm-hmm.
How much does he give you a week?
Well, I
say?
get the card every Friday. Every Friday you get paid, I get the card.
And he doesn't care how much you
No.
spend?
Pay the bills and what's left I can have.
What's that usually?
Anywhere $500-$600 left. He just
Really?
want to make sure you got gas money to get back and forth
So
to
you
work.
just pay those and you get about 500 and just...
I mean, I don't, me spend it all, I'm just saying. He gets money, I get money, I'm just
Yeah.
saying. He got to have money for his pocket, stuff like that, but I'm just saying.
But he never
I got
gives you
access to
cash,
it.
you have his
I
debit.
got the debit card.
Okay. Okay.
Something the detectives noticed was how Willie responded to being questioned about a homicide. Willie was told there was a robbery, and now she's being questioned as if she is a suspect, but she doesn't ask why she is being questioned. Imagine if you, an innocent person, were being questioned about a murder. You would probably want to know why you are being questioned.
Go ahead, Sarge.
I'll cut to the chase with you. All right. Bottom line is, this is my homicide unit, and there's pressure on me to solve these cases.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And we do a pretty damn good job of it. All right. And now I'm going to ask you a few specific questions. All right. And I want you to think long and hard about being honest, because your answers may affect the rest of your life.
Okay.
All right. Now, obviously, the clerk was killed. We agree with that? We know that by the news or whatever, right?
About all of that.
All right. You frequent that store.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, do you think that we just pulled Willie Mae Thornton out of the sky and list you as a suspect?
No, I'm pretty sure that. I know I've been back and forth in the store, so I'm pretty sure of that.
Okay. I mean, hey, this is nut cutting time now.
Be honest.
Because, here, like I said, I don't play games.
I'm not playing games with nobody.
I'm going to put it out there simple with you, hon. You see that glove right there?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? All right, you know where those gloves come from?
What about them?
Do you know where they come from?
I'm saying, what about them?
What about them? Well, that glove is left at the homicide scene. Okay?
Okay.
All right. DNA tests have already been done on that. And guess whose DNA it comes back to?
Okay.
It comes back to you.
Okay. I had a pair of them in the trunk before, so I'm just saying, what about them?
What about that? Well, explain to me how 5 feet away from a dead guy does
All I
this
know is
glove-
I didn't kill nobody.
Okay. Well, let me tell you the obstacle that you have to overcome. Okay. The obstacle that you have to overcome is that when we sent this to FDLE, Florida Department of Law Enforcement, this is science. This ain't bullshit that we come up with. This is science. All right. So your DNA is already on file because you have a record between Memphis and here. Okay. So the numbers, we get numbers of like 1 in 1,000. That's not good numbers because there's like 3 billion people in the world. Well, the numbers of your DNA in this glove are what they call in the quintillions, which outweighs the population in the world, which means that can't be anybody else's DNA except Willie Mae Thornton. Okay? Now, you don't work.
No.
All right? This is an industrial glove. That glove comes from a place where your boyfriend works.
Okay.
Because he has those gloves.
That's what I'm
They're at the
saying. So that's what I'm saying. At the house and will be in the trunk.
But he's working. Well, that sumbitch can't fly.
Okay.
It can't get up and walk in there.
And I know one for a fact that I didn't take it in there.
Okay. So it's motherly instinct to try to protect. You understand that? And I understand that. But, this man, he had 7 kids. 7 children, just as you have 5 or 4.
I got 4.
4. He had 7. He was on his second marriage, and we're up there, and I got a 2-year-old boy grabbing onto my leg because he has a 2-year-old son. And none of the family speak English because they're Vietnamese. We had to get an interpreter. Nobody has the right to take the fucking life but the man up above.
You're right. You are so right about that.
Nobody. Not us, not anybody else.
Nobody.
But you know what? If it was your son, your daughter, your mama, your daddy, we're going to be working just as hard to do it because that's what we do. And I can tell you, we put in the time in these last 2 or 3 weeks doing our homework to the point my wife wants to divorce me. I've worked so much. Okay? Now, the obstacle to overcome here is you can't explain why that glove with your DNA is in that store to a jury of your peers and them to bite. Because if you say, oh, I work in a chemical plant, oh, I work in this, I work this type of manual job, and I keep those gloves with me in my back pocket and it could have fallen out. You were wearing tights that day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? All right? You got 2 boys, and I know you do.
I got 3 boys.
Well, you got a 12-year-old, right? And then you got Melvin, then you got Shanique.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Shanique doing pretty good. She's got her good job. We talked to her, I'm sure. She called you. And, yeah, you had warrants on you. And I'm sure that played a little part of you not wanting to come in.
Yep.
All right? But I told your son that this don't go away. I said, I'll have your mama in here this week, I promise you.
I was coming in on Monday. I just was going to celebrate my birthday. I was coming in on Monday.
Now, you love your family?
Yeah.
Are you that cold-hearted of a
I'm
person?
not. No, I'm not.
Then you break it down for us about how it went down. That's the only way you can try to save yourself.
Because I know I ain't done nothing wrong.
But I'm going to tell you right now,
I know what you're saying, but I know I ain't done nothing wrong.
I'm not here to play games. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to bullshit you. Okay? Because we have done our homework. We know where you went. We have video from the store.
Okay.
At the Grocery Advantage.
Okay.
Or whatever the hell it's called. We know you were in there because you signed Darren's credit card.
Exactly.
That's just a little of the stuff that we have. And don't make me pull it out of you. Break it down for us. Why and what went wrong at the store that day.
Willie sits quietly, most likely trying to think of an explanation to her DNA being found at the crime scene. When she was confronted, Willie claimed that she didn't kill the store owner, but she said it in a way that it sounded like she knows who did.
Hey, I know it's your flesh and blood and you love him. And you can cry if you want to. That's natural, baby. I know it is. But you know what? From day one, when you're raised, no matter how much you love your mama and daddy, right's right, wrong's wrong.
Wrong. I told him it was coming back.
All right.
It's a matter of time.
Absolutely. It don't go away. You know,
I get put in the middle of something to tell it.
Hey, and
right now.
And you are damn square in the middle of it.
So
you're more in the middle of it than anybody else is in the middle of it because your DNA is in there. So you need to start realizing.
Okay, so right at this very moment, I need to know I'm already in trouble. Mm-hmm. Period.
Mm-hmm.
But you've known that for a while.
Oh, that's my point. Being, I know
you've been violated for over a year.
Violated my probation. Yeah, I know that. So that's my point about that. So I knew that part.
But if you're helpful in our investigation, we could talk to the
That's what I'm finna ask you now. What
the things you help us with?
Yes.
Listen to me.
Can somebody put something in writing for me?
Listen to me.
Not in writing, but
listen to me. The things you can help us with may be the determining factor if you're charged with homicide or not. I'll be glad to get.
I ain't done nothing. But I didn't find out after the fact. But I know.
Listen to me, baby.
And just about, I know that much.
Listen to me, baby. All right. Whether you say you were there or were not or whatever, like I said, how to a courtroom do I explain? You know, you watch Forensic Files and all that stuff. You know,
I didn't use
my DNA.
It can be on it, but I know I didn't use this.
My
glove.
DNA ain't nowhere at your house.
I can say how it got in that store, but I know I didn't take it in that store.
My DNA ain't nowhere at your house. You know,
and I had no idea that it went in that store.
So, depending on what we know, and you can verify and quantify.
I had no idea of this.
I'll get the state attorney's office up here.
Okay, do that, because I had no idea. But I can say I know for a fact, because like I said, we ride bikes and these gloves should have been in that truck. These gloves should have been in the truck. This glove should have never got out of that truck.
Will you tell us what you know? Not what should have been or
That's what I'm saying. And now I'm in the middle of something.
Yes, you are.
You see what I'm saying?
Hey, this right here, what we're doing now, look at me. This is probably the biggest decision of your life you'll ever make. Ever. Not buying a house, not having a baby, not anything. This is the biggest decision of your natural life.
Y'all get the state attorney's office, and I'm willing to talk to tell you everything.
We gotta hear something before we get them, so that we know we
I
can get them over here.
I need to know.
Bring them over
I'm
here
saying what I'm saying is, if
us.
I'm fixing to hang my child for something.
Willie just admitted that one of her children was responsible for the homicide. Now she wants to make a deal before confessing, but unfortunately for her, they are not allowed to make any sort of promises.
Listen to me, man.
And it's killing me for somebody else, but I hate the fact that somebody put me in the middle of something else. But I knew when it came on the news and says I wanted to be talked to, I knew something went right with the picture. Period. But I knew. I told them then if I go down for something I know I haven't done, I got to tell everything I know.
I feel you, and I will work with you, and you have my word. And I'll make a phone call here in just a second. All right. But you remember, I've done this. Listen to me. I've done this a long time. All right? And you know, the person that's responsible for it, they will be back in here. Mm-hmm. Okay?
I know. They got to come back in here.
But then you know what we run into sometimes? When they know they cornered and they caught, man, shit, man, that's my mom, man. She did that shit. That ain't none of me, cuz. You know what I'm saying?
It's more to this than you found the glove.
Oh, no, I know there's a lot.
And my point being, call somebody.
But I'm telling you, this investigation can't implicate you.
It did what?
It can't implicate you. But if we call the state attorney's office,
it don't implicate me. It don't implicate me.
Well, it's implicating you right now because of that.
Yeah, because of that.
That's right.
Because somebody else used that, and I didn't know that. But that don't implicate me. It implicates this, what makes me tell what I know. Because now that somebody put me in the middle of it.
How about this? The information that you give us, we're going to be able to verify it as the truth.
You can verify it as the truth.
I'm not saying I can. I'm not saying I can.
You
don't be able to.
You can verify it as the truth.
Hang tight, kid.
I'm telling you, I can prove that to you.
Hang tight.
I didn't do this.
Hang tight, baby.
Can I get a little more water, please?
Yeah.
And try to breathe. I don't want you to
I'm
have like
not
a breathing
going back
problem.
to the asthma attack, but I make a call.
The detectives leave the room and come back with the state attorney. Even though the state attorney does have the power to negotiate a plea deal after the suspect has been charged, he cannot make Willie any promises to get her to confess. Confessions from a suspect must be made of their own free will, without any threats or promises of leniency. The reason for this is an innocent suspect who is caught in a string of circumstantial evidence may decide to give a false confession because they believe they will be found guilty anyways, and they hope to get a lighter sentence.
What kind of deals are y'all offering me to help me get you?
There is not going to be any deal today.
Remember what
we don't make deals at this stage or anything. I will tell you this, that if you cooperate and you cooperate with us right now, telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth, that will be fully and totally provided and taken into consideration. We will, and I've done this before with other folks. This ain't the first time I've been in this kind of situation, in this kind of room. And I will tell you where I've been with somebody, and I've told them, I can't make you a deal right now. I'm not going to make you a deal right now, because I don't know what the story is. But I will tell you this, I'll be the first one in court at some point in time saying this person or that person fully cooperated, told the truth, and cooperated in the prosecution. And she or he should receive credit for that. Now, on the other side, this is your chance. Because if you don't get on the train at this point in time, the train will be leaving the station and going on without you. And we'll figure it out some way, shape, or form. But there ain't no deals that's going to be made today. Now, I will tell you that, like I said, I've been there and done that with other folks. Defense attorneys know that, and they know that I've been there for them when things come around. But I don't know whether you're telling me the truth or not at this stage. Why should I make you a deal? Let me ask this question. What do you know? Tell us what you know.
It was just, I went and just don't get my ticket. Looking for the car. He came in and said he was going to use the bathroom, not knowing he was coming in.
Who's he? Okay.
Dontonio?
He used the bathroom. So I'm standing there looking for the card.
Outside or inside?
Inside.
In your purse or whatever?
Looking for the card. Standing there talking to him like we talk, like me and the man always be talking to each other. I just seen him and heard pow, and he just fell over. I never even seen him coming. I never saw him coming.
How did you get to the store?
In the car.
You were in the car. Was your son in the car with you?
Yes, I never saw him coming.
So basically, you were going up the store just a normal kind of run of the mill thing.
It was the third time she'd been to the store that
I
day.
go to the store.
No, I mean, you just go to the store. I mean, so your son, he comes with you, and you tell us when you come in the store, what do you normally do?
I get my tickets.
Get your ticket.
I'm not scratch tickets if I'm gonna stay there during the daytime. I was just standing there looking for the car because I picked up the wrong car. It happened, so you wouldn't know what was going to happen. Just have to pass it.
When you say you picked up the wrong car,
Yeah,
what did you mean?
Card. I asked for the debit card.
Okay, you had the wrong to pay to do the payment. I got you. So were you going to go back to your car, or what was?
I never made it.
You never made it. Okay.
Willie claims that her son Dontonio took the life of the store owner while she was standing on the other side of the store. She explains that she had no idea what he was going to do, and she is just a victim who was too scared to call the police.
I was standing in the store saying, "Why? This ain't the first time I've done this. This is what I get. Not the first time I killed somebody."
Is that what he said to you?
Yes.
He said that to you?
Yes.
Is that what just absolutely did that? How did
This
that?
fucked me. This is what I'm telling you. This fucked me up.
Did he tell you who else he's
No,
killed?
he didn't say that.
And I'm looking at his criminal history. The boy don't have a violent past or hardly much on his record at all. So I try to fathom how you go from 0 to 100, from this end to this end, you know? You can't either, can you?
I'm looking at you just like you looking at me. I'm looking at you the same way you looking at me.
The detectives know that Dontonio did not act on his own and that Willie is somehow involved. Without further evidence, Willie was booked on her existing warrants and Dontonio was brought in for questioning. Dontonio claimed that he didn't know anything about the robbery and that he had nothing to do with it. He showed very little concern for the situation he was in or for the victim of the robbery. Eventually, the detective would confront Dontonio with the evidence and tell him that his mother already told them everything.
Okay, we talked to your mama today.
Yeah.
You still don't have anything new to tell us?
Mm-hmm.
You recognize that? No?
Mm-mm.
Your mama recognized it.
I don't recognize it.
Guess whose DNA, isn't it?
Who?
Take a wild guess.
No, man.
You sure about that?
Positive.
You know where that glove was found?
No.
About 5 feet from the body of the clerk at that store. Now's your chance. You have a chance to tell me what went down?
No.
You were identified as being in the store. 5 minutes before he was killed. You could help yourself. You could, like I said before, be perceived as a cold-blooded murderer that doesn't give a crap.
Like I said, I ain't had no glove.
Your mama said you did. Your mama threw you under the bus like I told you she would.
Mm-mm.
No? Was it her plan?
I ain't had nothing to do with it. I ain't doing nothing about it. I told you what I did all that day. And that's it.
We got video from the grocery advantage also.
Okay.
Got video from the Waffle House where you were not at.
Who?
You.
All right.
You still gonna stick with what you told me?
Yeah, because I know I was at grocery advantage. I don't with the Waffle House. And that's it.
Well, I gave you a chance. Stand up. All right, have a seat. You're gonna be arrested right now. I have a warrant for your arrest for murder, 1st degree, and robbery with a firearm. You good with that?
I'm good with it.
You remember it is what it is, right?
Yeah. ain't had no blow on none of y'all talking about.
Well, remember, I told you your life would be changing forever, son.
All right.
Is your ride waiting on you?
Mm-mm.
Okay. And you don't have nothing else to say?
Nothing else, because I know I'm not the one. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Well, we know you are.
All right. If you say I am, then I know I'm not.
All right. You're being charged with murder and robbery,
All right.
and you have no bond.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
You want us to call your lady for you?
Who?
Your lady?
Yeah, I call her and tell her. Y'all can call her and tell her. You want me to call her?
It don't matter to us.
Yeah, no, I call her.
So, did you think when we were in here the other day that we were playing or it was a game?
Okay. I know I ain't do it.
Well, I'd much rather you tell the story than let us tell it for you.
Yeah, I can tell her for me now.
Got it. Well, be
We're gonna
back
get-
with you in just a minute. No, we'll get control.
Okay.
Dontonio was left in the room to think about how his mother ratted him out, and now he could possibly get the death penalty. When the detectives re-enter the room, Dontonio decides he wants to talk.
I can't believe it, though.
Hmm?
I said, I can't believe it, though.
Which part?
So my mama blaming it on me.
It's fucked up.
And she said she was there with me.
She said she was there to simply buy lottery tickets. I believe you. I believe there's more to that.
What you doing? She told y'all I had gloves.
And I see it right now. I saw it when you walked in this door. And I've never met you before. Have I not? I don't remember you. I saw it when you walked in the door downstairs. You are sorry
I'm sorry.
for what happened.
Yeah, I'm sorry for what happened. I am. I'm sorry for what happened. It was my intentions to. It was my plan.
I know it wasn't. You just hard up for cash? Down on your luck?
I was told to do it. She was down on her luck. She came and picked me up.
She said that's what we're gonna do.
I ain't know she first came and bought the food stamps from her. She pulled up. I got in the truck. We were riding. And then she started riding up Michigan. She had the gun and the gloves in her purse, but I ain't put on no gloves though.
She already had the gun.
She had the gun and the gloves.
See, she said that was your gun.
She had the gun and the glove.
You know where she got the gun from?
I just know it was an all black gun. I don't even remember what type.
Big gun, little gun?
Big.
Like
Big gun.
Like a 45 or a 40?
Yeah.
45? She says,
She came and got me. She was like, she fucked up. She need to get Mr. Terry money back.
Mr. Terry
Yeah. Her boyfriend, she went to casino and lost his money.
lost his money.
Yeah. And she came to me, we were riding. She was like, she need to get her money back. And I was just like, what you mean? And when she showed me the gun, she was like, she was been planning on it this morning. Then I was like, you really want to do it? And it was my mom. And I was just feeling like, But she told me, pulled up at the stuff, she was just like, put it in your pants, go in the bathroom, and come on, do what she said to do.
She said to shoot him?
Mm-hmm.
She said kill him?
Yeah.
Wow.
She said it was either his life or her life.
just felt like you had to do that because it was your mom asking to help her.
Yeah.
So she just said, go in, just kill the guy. It's either y'all or him.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it? She know he carried a gun?
She said he got a gun behind the counter. She's like, she know he got a gun. She already had the gun loaded red. And I just went in the store, went in the bathroom. I ain't got no gloves though.
Who had the gloves on?
She had them gloves in her purse. I ain't had no gloves.
How'd they get on the floor?
Mm-hmm.
What happened to his gun? She grabbed it or you did? Because I know he reached for it.
I took his gun.
What about the bank bag with the money?
She had it there.
She didn't give you no money? You had to do all that shit for nothing?
I did it for her.
Because it's your mom.
Dontonio told police that his mother told him she owed a gambling debt and she was in fear for her life. Willie had manipulated her son into getting her more money so she could feed her gambling addiction. She not only planned the murder, she provided the weapon as well. She assumed that not only would her son kill for her, but he would take the blame as well. After Dontonio confessed, he appeared more relaxed and he apologized multiple times for what he had done. He was officially charged with first-degree murder and sent to the county jail. His mother would be taken from the jail and put back into the interrogation room.
Okay. He gave us a story.
Okay.
And he said that, he did shoot the clerk. He pretty much told us his whole role in the robbery. But he also gave us a little bit about what you might have done in the robbery.
Okay, I don't know
Or
what that could have been.
the planning of, do you owe money to Terry that you had to get some money back to him? Because we talked to Terry too. Was there-
I don't owe no money to Terry.
You weren't, using his money for other stuff and had to get the money back in his account before he found out?
No. I had permission to use that account, so no.
Okay. But permission to use it and expend all his money so he didn't have money to pay bills?
See, the bills was paid. So I told you that on the first day, the bills and everything was paid.
Okay.
I paid bills first before I did anything.
Your son, here's what your son's telling us. Now, you told him that you need to get money because you need to pay Terry back. You owed Terry money.
You been gambling any time recently?
I play tickets every weekend. That's it. I don't go to casino. I just scratch lottery tickets.
Lottery tickets?
That's it.
We talked about that before, how
Yeah,
you might
I
be
don't
like
know.
a little bit addicted to that.
I mean, but not to the point that I pay my bills first, and that's that on that.
Mm-hmm.
He could tell you. Talk to Terry. Terry will tell you that I pay my bills.
And what about telling your son that, the guy has a gun in the store? Letting him know there was a gun in the store?
I've never seen a gun in that store.
But you do frequent it like 3 times a day?
I've never been behind the counter nowhere. You can't even say you could see a gun behind the store. I've never seen that man with a gun. That man never had a gun on his side, in his hand, or nothing. The man was always sitting at the piano when you come in.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even see behind the counter.
But I'm sure word of mouth, people know he has
But
a gun.
nobody could say they ever told me that. I've never heard nobody say the man had a gun.
Okay. Your son had said that you had told him you're going to have to shoot that man because he has a gun.
No.
And it's either him or us.
I'm not falling for that. No, ma'am. I'm not saying what you ain't. I ain't falling for that.
But, you're believing that I'm telling you this is what he told me.
Same thing y'all say, he didn't give a care on Friday until he heard I was talking. I'm not falling for that. I didn't shoot nobody.
No, he admitted to
And
shooting.
I didn't shoot nobody.
He admitted, like I said, he admitted to shooting.
I told you that shot that man, and I did not know. All I saw was that man fall over. No, I'm not going for that.
But you also
He's
took
killing
him
me
away
after.
from the scene.
I did do.
knowing
That's
that
my part. That's my part. I did do that. I accept that.
You
I told
just
you
done
that.
that, yeah.
I told you that. I accept that part. I did that. I didn't know what else to do at that moment. I did that.
And what about the next a week, 2 weeks?
I didn't know what to do. I didn't know. I'm already in trouble. It's more trouble. Then I still got to say, I saw you shoot somebody. This is a lie.
We want to know what happened To the bag bag?
I don't know.
To the video surveillance? Because you know where it's at. The guns, you know where it's at.
You telling me, you trying to make me tell you something. I done talked to these people. I was willing to do everything on this part.
I need you. Hold on. Calm down. Take a breath. Think about it for a second. Okay, you getting excited. Just calm down for us, okay? I mean, we all know why we're here. We all know what happened, right? Now it's a question of why. Why did this happen?
I'm telling you.
Oh, listen. Just listen to me. Obviously, you got your side of the story, and your son's got his side. Now, we sat there and we talked to your son for a while the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and we watched him cry his eyes out. And one of the biggest things that he cried about, he was sorry because of what happened. He's sorry that he killed that guy. But I think what hurt him the most is that he says he did it for you. Hold on, listen to me. That he did it for you, and that you didn't try to protect him at the end of the day.
How can I protect him at the end of the day?
And that you just, in his words, that you just sold him out.
I didn't.
Since people have heard that Dontonio is basically riding this murder charge by himself, that by his own words was a pre-planned event. Hold on, you got to listen to me. I'm laying it out for you. Other people have come forward and said, you know what, that's not right. It sucks that they got caught because we love them, but it's not right that he's riding that bus by himself.
Is he riding by himself?
Other people knew about this event. And now they're starting to talk because they don't want Dontonio to go down by himself.
He can't go down by himself because I still helped him after the fact. Okay. I'm still involved no matter where you put it at.
Here's the main thing is that you run the risk without telling the whole truth here that he could possibly face a death sentence. Because by his own admission, it was a pre-planned event. Mm-hmm. A pre-planned murder.
You can help him in this situation.
And he says the only reason he pulled the trigger and participated was for you. Was for you. His own mom. And that broke his heart more than anything to hear what his own mom had to say about him. And other people don't like this. They don't think it's right.
Do you really want him to face that death penalty, go to death,
knowing that his mom,
that his mom threw him under the bus like that?
Throw him under the bus.
Threw him to the sharks.
I didn't pull no trigger.
We know you didn't. He admitted to pulling the trigger. He admitted to everything. Willie Mae, he told us everything.
You gave him life. Give him life again. Help him. Tell the truth. Help him. He needs your help.
It is what it is at this point. I mean, we are where we are. It is what it is.
The detectives show Willie a handwritten note from her son to the family of the victim. They are hoping that she'll want to protect her son and potentially save him from the death penalty by admitting to her part in the crime. Even with her son's life on the line, all Willie can do is think about herself.
What you are looking at ain't nothing compared to what that young boy, he is 19 years old. Mm-hmm. 19 years old.
He's got a baby on the way.
I know everything. Y'all tell me something that I know everything.
Out of jail. You'll probably be out of jail. And he'll sit there and you know what he's facing. He's going to ride it by himself. At least heal his heart. I mean, we'll bring him over here right now. Same room with you. Put his heart back together before he goes away.
He's hurting.
Knowing that that's the last thing.
Everybody's hurting. Everybody's
But
hurting.
you can heal him.
Well, man, you're going to get out of jail one day. He won't. He's going to die in there.
He needs to know his mama cares enough.
He cried with that little boy in his arm,
I know.
telling his girlfriend that my mama sold me out. His words, not mine.
I didn't sell him out.
That's what he says. That's what he thinks. That's what he feels.
And with the story he gave us is that it was for you.
He said you needed some money to pay
I didn't
back
make
Terry.
Tonio do nothing. I didn't make him do nothing.
You didn't twist his arm.
What
but
did you
you're his
ask
mom.
him to do?
I
What
didn't
did
make
you
him. I
ask
didn't ask nothing. It was a conversation. I didn't ask nothing. I didn't ask nothing.
Did you tell him you were down and out on money? That he did it on his own to help you get out of that trouble?
That's why I didn't tell him to do nothing.
But did you
we
tell
had a
him you had-
conversation, but I didn't tell him to do nothing.
What'd you have a conversation about? Let us know why he did this for you. Let us know what you said to him to make him do this.
I didn't know that he would take it that far.
Well, you didn't know, but what did you tell him to make him think of something like that?
He said he was broke. I said, well, Mama broke too. I said, I lost all my money playing lottery tickets. Just plain and simple as that. I said, well, I don't know what I'm going to tell Terry for the rest of the week because I don't have no extra money. When I'm out of money, he don't give me extra money.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the conversation went. I didn't know.
Oh, how did it lead up to this?
You know where he got that gun from? He said he got it from your house. Help your boy. That's all it is now. I mean, because we have enough to put you both away. We just want to know that he...
I didn't know he was going to do that.
Did he say he was just going to go rob him?
I didn't know he was going to do that.
But you didn't know he was going to shoot him.
Did he shoot him because he saw the guy going for his gun?
I don't know about that part. I couldn't see back behind where I was standing. I
but-
never knew it was a gun in the store or everything. I
Did he
don't know if
mention-
he seen the gun when he went there and he just panicked. I don't know. All I know, it was a gun on the counter just laying in front of the man. So the man don't have a chance to even reach for the gun. That much I do know.
Okay.
But I don't know if he saw it first.
Mm-hmm.
And knew it changed. I don't,
Saw the gun and panic?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
So it was just supposed to be a straight up robbery,
He
not
was supposed
a
to
murder.
That was it.
So y'all didn't plan to
We
kill him.
didn't plan to kill nobody.
Just supposed to be a couple $100 and
That's
get
why he
out.
didn't plan when he killed when that shot. Everything changed. He wasn't supposed to kill nobody. I don't know.
Did you tell him to go in the bathroom?
Did you guys talk about how you were going to do it? Like, if you were going to distract him a little bit?
No, he just said, he said, just go in the store and buy your tickets. He said, I got the rest. I said, what are you finna do, Tonjo? He said, I just buy your tickets like you was gonna do. I got the rest of it. He came and said he needed to use a bathroom.
The detectives need to get Willie to say that she helped plan the robbery. They already know she was in the store when Dontonio pulled the trigger, but if they can get her to admit she helped plan the robbery, she can be charged with murder. Florida law states that if a person dies during a robbery, all involved parties can be charged with murder.
Was supposed to be just a straight up robbery. No.
It didn't start out like it didn't.
But
That didn't start. Yeah, the
it
conversation in the
starts
car
with-
didn't start
You just
out
start
like
out,
that.
starts
I'm down
with,
on luck, I'm
I'm
down
broke,
on money,
I'm
I
broke
owe
too.
Terry.
Hey, we can go get this money, but it was not a planned murder.
It was not no planned murder.
It was just supposed to
It
be
was
straight up.
It was
just a
not a
straight up
planned
robbery.
murder.
Just a
He
straight-
kept saying I done did this before, like I told you what he said. He hadn't done it, but I'm like, what are you gonna do? You know, like, and just hypothetically. I said, you ain't gonna do nothing. It was just like that. You ain't finna do
So
nothing.
it's supposed to be just taking the money
That was it.
and nothing else.
Nothing else.
Okay. And y'all were supposed to split it, or was he
Just
taking it
pay
all,
groceries with.
or just to get groceries?
Oh no, it wasn't. Groceries didn't even have nothing to do with it, is what I'm saying. They just came up because the other car, he had the wrong card.
So you were never planning on going to shop.
I was going to shop, is
With
what we're
what?
saying. The cards is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
We had the food stamp card. He thought he had the right card. See, like I told you, I get food stamps
you
from
ended
them
up
each
using
month.
that money.
Yeah, instead, because the card he picked up was not Kira's
Not
card.
good, okay.
It wasn't a good
Okay.
card.
Okay.
And that's when he pulled the money out to pay for the groceries with the card.
And were y'all supposed to split that cash?
It's
Because y'all were both down?
It was supposed to be split up.
Or him. I mean, you said your boys give you all kinds of money all
And
the time.
I said I didn't have extra money for the week, and I knew I
So
could
he
ask
would
Terry
have probably
for
given you everything.
Yeah, I could
son.
ask Terry, huh?
Your son would have probably given you
Oh
the
no,
whole
he
thing.
didn't do that.
He wanted to keep some of
He
it.
didn't. There's nowhere in the hell he gonna do that. He didn't. I can tell you, he
Did
didn't do that.
Was he fumbling through it and saying, "Oh, you'll get,
He
about
didn't
this
say.
much,
He didn't
and I'll
say.
get
He
this
didn't
much"?
say how much, this much, that much. He just counted out, and after he got rid of what he got before he got the truck, he just left some money on the seat.
I'm going to ask you right now. Just like we gave Dontonio the opportunity to tell this family that this man's life wasn't worth a couple $100,
It wasn't.
I'm going to give you the same opportunity. Would you like that?
Yeah.
I heard he was a really nice man.
It was.
And if you went up there three times a day, you
that's
know
what I
him.
know. This is what I'm saying. So it wasn't supposed to end like this. It wasn't supposed to end like this.
From your own heart.
Take your time. Because they
As
are
a
very
mother-
appreciative of it. I've talked to them. They know.
You let that family know that that man's life wasn't worth it.
We'll be back in,
We're gonna
okay?
give you need some water or anything, dude?
And I still see my son. I'm able to see him.
I'm sure we can arrange that. Okay.
Willie was charged with first-degree murder, and both mother and son would take their cases to trial. Prosecution claimed that after Willie lost her boyfriend's money at a local casino, she manipulated her son into robbing the T&M grocery store. Together, they both went into the store, and while Willie was talking to the store owner, Dontonio came up behind him and took his life. The evidence was presented to each jury, and they both reached a guilty verdict in a matter of hours. Willie and her son will be spending the rest of their lives in prison, and neither of them have any hope of ever getting out. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this case. Was Dontonio manipulated by his mother and he would never have done it if it wasn't for her? Or is he as cold-hearted as his mother is?